Yeah, it's KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. You're listening to Open Mic Radio on Saturday afternoon. And let's hit it, Kurt. That's right, it is Open Mic Radio. Columbia 89.5 FM. It is Saturday, the 4th of June, 2022. Glad to be with you this afternoon. Got a big show, really big show for you this afternoon. I've got my good friend Andrew Ryan in the house from St. Louis. We got Lou Nevins here. We got John and Andy from the Hooten Hallers. Brandon's here to say hi. I don't know who that behind Brandon. But, hey, Tyler, what's up, my friend? What's up, dude? Yeah, shit, I couldn't see him behind the glass. And without my glasses. Anyway, Kurt, thank you for the intro. TK and One Mic, grooving from 2 o'clock till 4. Great stuff today. JRT's in the house with TK this afternoon. Awesome stuff every Saturday from 2 to 4 with One Mic. Before that, we've got the Motherland Jam with Morgan Matsiga, the one and only. Great music from around and about the continent of Africa. And we got the helm here now until 6 o'clock, and we're going to turn it over in a couple hours to
Reggae Party.
Reggae Party with Rashumba. We got the best in roots rock and reggae music coming up for you in just a little bit here on KOPN. Yeah.
On there, right?
What's that?
It's got to be one of the oldest shows on there, right?
The Reggae Party?
Yeah, Reggae Party.
Both that and Motherland Jam.
I love it.
Although there are the sort of alter egos that I should just not say anymore. Okay. So we got a bunch of stuff happening this afternoon, and we're going to get right to it and play some music. I think we'll start one with, let's start with Andrew Ryan. We'll have him play one for us here, and then we'll come back and we'll listen to some new stuff from Lou and the Fumes. And John and Andy have some news from for the Hooten Hallers fans out there. And glad you all with us this afternoon. Hope things are going well for you out there. We'll get to the music right now. This is Andrew Ryan. And I don't know, you gonna play something new, Andy?
Yeah, sure. I'll play something sad.
Well, that's appropriate for you, I think. All right, once again, Andrew Ryan, and you're listening to it, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Can you hear? And what? And I'm thinking, Jenny, can you see? And what? And I'm missing. 'Cause all my life, yeah, I've tried to get it right. And all my life, man, I've tried to get it right. It's hard to believe that you have been thinking. It's hard to conceive when you're misleading. 'Cause all my life, yeah, I've tried to get it right. all my life, man, I've tried to get it right. It's hard to explain the way that I'm feeling. It's hard to contain the pain I'm concealing. 'Cause all my life, yeah, I've tried to get it right. And all my life, man, I've tried to get it right. And 6 weeks in, and I'm losing you.
All right.
Thank you.
Andrew Ryan, new stuff. That song is called All My Life and A Tiny Death, your new record.
Yeah.
Right? Why don't you grab that mic, Andrew, and we'll talk real fast about
sure.
what's happening. All right, so Andrew and I are friends. We met a few years ago.
Yeah,
He's been down here with me
Probably
in the
2018 or 19. I
Yeah.
think,
You had a couple shows around here locally, and anyway, I forget how we actually
yeah.
hooked up. You probably did too, but it's a
think it
fog
was-
now at this point. But
I think it was farmersonly.com. You're in Rocheport, right?
the rim shot, thank you.
There we go.
All right, yeah, that's right. It was the farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're still tight, but
Yeah.
anyway, your first record was 2017. It was called Across Currents, and
Yeah.
I still like it a lot, even
Oh,
though I
thank
know
you.
it's not your favorite.
Yeah, I hate my voice on that. But,
But
thanks.
you've had a couple records since then, and
Right.
this most recent one is this year, right?
Yeah, April Fool's Day.
Okay.
So no one knows it's still out. They thought I was joking. I can tell by the stream count too. No. But yeah, April 1st, man, it came out.
All right.
And it's there. So
All right, and you've been out traveling a little bit supporting it?
yeah, a little bit. I'm doing a lot of stuff in the fall. The last month, I've just been like in illustrious cities as Lawrence,
Topeka.
Kansas, and Topeka. All the.
Well, I think
those
we're all
spots.
familiar with
Yeah.
the road, with the
For sure.
routine, right? I know these guys are. They've been doing it for a long time. Been in places I can't imagine over the years. So,
And some you don't wanna. Can I do it to myself?
boom. So, just to make sure everyone knows, so Andrew's been recording and actually has been producing in St. Louis for quite some time. And I know that you
Yeah.
ran into Casey Reeves back in the day, who's a
Yeah,
guy that
yeah.
used to hang out with us here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recorded one of Casey's records, the last one he made.
But I think you're also familiar with Ryan Koenig, who is
I've met him before.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Kelly, who plays the horn for
Okay.
for
I
their-
met her
for
once
their
or
band.
twice too. Very nice
cool.
person. I just don't really know them that well, but nice people.
Yeah, Rad Folks.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They might not remember meeting me, but I
We're all
remember meeting them,
connected in some way or another, man.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, man.
World.
Yeah.
It is the truth, actually, right? Anyway, we've got Andrew with us. He's going to play a few more songs this afternoon. We've got Lou Nevins in the house. Lou has an awesome project that's called Fumes. This is your second record, I guess, that's been released. I mean, the first one was In My Skin. Then,
It's like the fifth, I think. Something like that, fifth EP. Yeah.
well, okay, so, 2,
I'm
5.
really good at advertising. So.
Yeah. Anyways, well, there's plenty of music to play, and I'm sorry Stella couldn't join us today. She's one of my favorites and just one of the most awesome voices that I've heard in a long time, for sure. So Lou is here, and you can talk a little bit about what's happening with Fumes, or go for it. What's the latest?
I mean, I don't really know. The band sort of fell apart when the pandemic happened. So,
Well,
but we made some recordings.
kept
in the
making
meantime,
music,
so
though,
yeah,
right?
We definitely kept making music. Got 2 new releases out in the past month. So, I guess put the band back together.
are you planning on doing some shows?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and Andy Rehm, drummer for the Hooten Hallers primarily, but he does a lot of work with other people around wherever. Andy has been working with
He played on both
you,
EPs
right, Lou?
and actually all of my
I
stuff.
think
he played
I've been on every Fumes release. I haven't always been the only drummer, but I think these last two, I am the only drummer.
Yes.
Well, I still think again that first In My Skin was fantastic, and the new stuff is very good too. But I don't want to say too much about it. I don't want to play anything because I think you and Andy are probably going to play a song or two. So I don't want to play anything that's recorded that you may play here in the studio.
Just play something. We'll play something else if you.
Well, let's start with you guys. How about that? Let's have one from you guys, and then we'll get back and you can. Then we're going to find out what's happening with Andy and John and Kelly, because I think the Hooten Hallers have some news. There's a long-awaited record that we've been talking about for quite some time. In fact, the last time you were here, it was almost a year ago, I think. But we'll talk about that after you guys play the song. All right, so this is a Fumes tune?
What are we going to play?
Yeah? Let's, Kurt, why don't you slide that mic down there? And yeah, there you go. That's great. And then we got Andy. Andy, will you be doing any vocals in this song? Do me a favor, just point that mic down toward your kit there. Awesome, thank you.
I think I'm like listening to somebody tune on air, right?
That's all right. It's the way we do it here. So, if you haven't noticed, everyone who's here has, but KOPN, I mention it every week now, we are in the process of moving this radio station to a new location, a little bit northwest, I guess, and there's been so much talk about it here at the station and on the air, so I don't want to belabor it, but it's a big deal. Lots and lots of work that's been done around the station for the last months, and we're coming down to the final stretch here. And we sure appreciate all the help that we've had from the community, not just your money, but also your hands and your muscles to help move a lot of the stuff. It's amazing how much we have here. I think it turned out to be like something like 40,000 records, Andy. Yeah, and we're in the process of really, it's already been established what we're taking over to the new station, what's being donated, what's being auctioned off. So it's really just a matter of kind of wrapping things up here and starting it up over there. But anyway, that's happening very soon. So this is one of the last shows that we'll do in this little studio, even though it's a little bit cumbersome sometimes. There have been some great performances and some great experiences right here in this little KOPN studio. And a lot of you guys have been a part of many of those, at least in my experience, and I sure appreciate it. So anyway, I'll shut up and we'll get one here from Lou and Andy. This is a small chunk of the Fumes band, full band. I guess you got 4 or 5 members typically.
Sometimes
maybe 6, 8. Never know, I guess, around here. Anyway, this is Lou Nevins, Andy Rehm, Fumes with.
This song's called "But You Won't."
All right, here we go. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you lose it all. And there's nothing to do but just crawl back to your feet and tell yourself that you're fine and that the next time you will see all the signs as they're coming. But you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. So you justify your actions by finding someone to tell you that it's alright. 'Cause there's comfort to be found in a stranger's arms. Just to feel for a moment you're worth something. But you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Hey! and still you pretend that this all will end in some Hollywood fashion. What a joke. And you carry on like you're really that strong as you fade into the ever-growing smoke. Then you're gone. Then you're gone. Then you're gone. Then you're gone.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is called When You're Gone,
But you won't.
But You Won't. All right, new music, I'm guessing. Is that on the most recent EP?
Yep.
Let's go look at that, actually. So, there's a song called Dear Margaret that I'm going to ask you to play if you can. I don't know if you can later.
That's the name of the EP, the first EP of the two.
Yeah?
It's which is all covers of Margaret Gillespie songs.
That's what we actually talked about that the last time you were here, now that
Yeah.
you mention it, right? So Dear Margaret is the name of that EP, and there's 4 or 5 songs on that
Yep.
one. Yeah. Okay. The most... that was released a little bit earlier than...
Came out in late April.
And this is Too Many Ghosts. Is that the one that's just been released?
Yes.
Okay. And that is an EP with about 5 or 6 songs on it.
6
Okay.
songs are all originals.
All right. Very cool. All right. And when you perform these in the studio, when you perform them live, Stella is doing shared vocals like you've done along the way, or how are you guys working that?
Yeah, definitely shared vocals. For the originals, kind of 50-50 who takes the lead, and then for the Dear Margaret stuff, she sang the lead on all of it. 'Cause
Okay.
She has a killer voice.
Yeah, she does. She really does. All right. Okay, so a little bit more about plans for the summer, for the fall.
Just practicing up a band, start playing some shows, and get out there and have some fun.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's switch gears now and talk about what's happening with the Hooten Hallers for a second here.
All right.
Yeah, we've got John and Andy in the
Hi,
house here. Hi, John. Great to see you again.
You too, man.
Andy, you two been a while. Brandon, nice to see you too, even though she's quiet in the corner back there.
Oh, she got a popsicle.
I know, she's like loving it. It looks
That
like one of
was
those
good.
dreamsicle ones too.
And strawberries and cream.
Nice. All right.
Strawberries and cream.
Oh, okay. So I got a shout out to the guy at Parkside Skate Shop. They make the best snow cones in the whole history of the world. There, it's the Voodoo Ice people.
Oh,
I don't know if you're familiar, but
I haven't had one,
that
but
is
I'll check it out.
that is a Columbia secret. I'm telling you, it is the greatest.
I love a good snow cone.
Oh man, I mean, it's like it's hard to explain.
Okay.
Absolutely outrageous
I'll have
stuff.
to see for myself.
By far, I mean, it's like top shelf snow cone. Yeah.
There's a skate competition happening right now.
Is it really?
Como, yep.
Oh.
They're a part of.
Out at the park?
I think they're putting it on. Yep,
At the skate park out there. Cool. Well, that's Chris Bailey has been operating and providing lots of cool stuff for the kids for years down there,
Yeah.
right across from Cosmo Park. So I'll say thanks for the snow cones. Good stuff out there. Anyway, and if you need your skateboard fixed, I can do that too, I guess. All right, so Kelly is not here, but we've got John and Andy from the Hooten Hallers. And what's been up with you guys? You're back from Europe recently. I know that.
Yeah, we did a month in Europe in March and got back on April 1st.
All right.
And went all over the place, Scandinavia, mainland Europe, and also the UK.
Awesome. That was were you supporting the Dead South again on this last one?
We
I know you did
were,
that
yeah.
previously a year or two ago.
Yeah, we hopped out and did our own week and a half of shows at the end of the tour. But yeah, mostly opening up for the Dead South.
Cool. All right. What's up for you guys this summer?
Well, we're doing some more kind of regional touring, getting ready for our album to come out finally in September.
Aha, the long-awaited one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been-
We finished recording it at the end of 2019.
Wow.
And then the pandemic happened, and it just didn't seem like the time was right to release it because we wanted to tour on it, and so one thing led to another. It kept on getting pushed back, but now we're finally moving
to it.
forward with it, and we're
All right.
happy about that.
So you'll be touring a little bit this summer and fall. Well, once that record comes out, of course, you'll be supporting that.
A lot
record
of
then.
it, yeah, after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll go back to Europe again in November.
Is that right? So plans to
and
go back
hit
to Europe.
Probably all the places in the U.S. and hopefully Canada that we haven't been able to go to since pre-pandemic.
Wow. So lots and lots of stuff on the calendar for you guys coming up at the end of the year here.
We'll be busy for a while after the album comes out.
Okay.
which is good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So people have been waiting for this album for a while. So has it been titled? Can you tell us what the name of the record is?
Yeah, appropriately, and although we chose this title before we knew we were going to have to take a lot of time off the road, but it's called Back in Business Again.
All right. Very good. It is appropriate. All right. Well, we've where are we at? We're about 4:30 or so. I don't know if you and John had planned on playing anything, but
I got my guitar in the other room. I can grab it.
yeah, why don't you grab it? And I'll jibber jabber for a second here until I'll take care of some business, and then we'll come back and we'll get one from you guys.
I just wanted to mention that although we can't say where these shows are yet, we will be doing some very fun release shows here in Columbia as well as St. Louis.
All right.
In September. So
we got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Can't say when or where, though. I guess we don't know when or where yet, though.
Yeah, we cannot say when or where yet.
Okay. All right. I don't mind a little surprise.
But if you know us, you know where those shows might be from past experiences,
they
perhaps.
They may be at the same place.
They may be in a similar or exact same location.
All right, let me say really quickly that this program is brought to you by listener support and a donation from Quantum Wireless Services. Serving mid-Missouri since 2012, Quantum Wireless Internet provides internet, television, and phone services to residential and business customers. More information available at quantumwirelessinternet.com or by calling 573-256-1166. Quantum Wireless Internet, a connection to the digital world. All right, we're Open Mic Radio, KOPN 89.5 on the dial. We are streaming always around the clock and around the world at kopn.org. Got a lot of little red dots on the map today. I appreciate people that are listening from elsewhere over the internet. That's really cool that people can listen from all over now. So anyway, very cool, and hello to everyone out there. If you'd like to call and say hi, there's plenty of people here that would say hi to you back. It's 573-443-8255 and 573-443-7380 if you'd like to call in and say hello or give us a chat about anything that might be on your mind. Okay. All right. So I think we're going to be good just with those two mics. Let's see.
Yeah.
And I will have. Let's bring Andy's down a little bit though, just toward his drum. Maybe point it down, Andy. Oh yeah. Okay. So when it's time. So what do you got for us here?
We're going to play the title track of our upcoming record. It's called Back in Business Again.
Back in Business Again. All right. Here's a treat. The Hooten Hallers live in the studios here at KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. It's Open Mic Radio. This is a brand new one from them. Back in Business Again. Hit it, you guys.
1, 2, 3.
Again. So good to see you, my friend. Thought I was out, but I'm in. I'm back in business again. I stayed away for too long. Forgot the words to my own song. I wrote some new ones today. I like it better this way. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, I'm finally feeling so good. Ooh, baby, oh, I didn't know that I could. Been saving all of my dough. Can't wait to get on the dance floor. Give me some music that grooves, so I can show you my dance moves. My baby's looking so fine. I got 2 bottles of wine. Give me a wink and a grin. I'm back in business again. Oh yeah. Again.
shoes. I use them to kick out the blues. Let some good feelings back in. I'm back in business again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Man, I'm finally feeling so good. Oh, wait, baby. Oh, I didn't know that I could. And there'll be a sweet saxophone solo. But Kelly's not here. Kelly.
You are back in business. You ain't kidding. Great stuff.
Nice whistling there, Andrew.
Fantastic.
Hey,
That was
All right, brand new music from the Hooten Hallers. Great to hear that, and looking forward to new stuff coming up in just a couple months here. And it's been a long wait, but we're going to get a new one here from the Hooten Hallers in just a little bit, and some party time with them coming up in the fall too. It looks like so. All right, great stuff. Thank you very much for that. We'll have you do another one here in a little bit, but let's.
I want to do I want to read one of the.
Oh yeah.
Content.
Sure, I'd love it.
I'll do an ad or a bump or something.
Okay, I'll get you do a bump or something. All right, you have to
That's what you call it, a bump, right?
Bumps all around.
I'll take one.
Right. A big one. All right. Yeah. All right. So John and I are also pinball pals, and had a couple good games the other night. I have to say that was a lot of fun.
There at Shangri-La.
That was cool.
Yeah, really cool.
I totally unexpected. You know,
that's a really good environment. Shout out to the Columbia Pinball League for getting all those pinball machines up there.
I'll tell you what, Columbia's world class for pinball now, man. This dude, whoever the guy is that owns Level Up and
Josh Noble. Or no, he didn't own Level Up, but he's the guy who's running the pinball league, and he's making all this pinball stuff happen around here.
Well, the guy that owns so down on 9th Street, down by Booch's, there's what's it called? Silver Ball. Uh-huh. So the guy that owns Silver Ball also owns Level Up in the mall, also owns this new place that they're building out by Midway, which is going to be like drive-in theater, go-karts, golf. Wow. I mean, like all kinds of stuff. And it's all, this guy's like the pinball magnate of the world. Or
the
something.
Amphitheater they're building out.
Yeah, they're building music out there
right?
too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so anyway.
Might go play some pinball after the show.
Hey, I might join you for a couple of games.
Man.
Roll that silver ball. All right, Andrew Ryan, another one of our guests this afternoon, has new music as well. He played a song called All My Life to kind of start the show off, and this new record of his is called A Tiny Death. Andrew, grab that mic and tell me a little bit about your new record and what you're doing in St. Louis this summer. I know you've got some other projects with other people.
Yeah. I actually scheduled a few shows the last few months. Then I got like all these recording and mixing gigs, so
making some money.
Kind of stayed home and did that. Yeah.
I've
got a live record I'm mixing for an artist in St. Louis, Nick Gussman, and the Coyotes. I think they're in town here tonight.
Really?
I think so.
Well, we'll round 5 or
I think they're playing at
maybe at Rose or the Blue Note or something.
I think it's Rose. I think they're opening for.
Well, we're going to do a little review of what's happening tonight and over the next few days here in town. So we'll probably hit them. All right. Who's the other guy you were telling me about? Gafflin.
Gaffney. Adam Gaffney.
Adam Gaffney.
Yeah. I made a record with him right before the pandemic hit, and then we kind of finished it in the middle of it, and it's all done. And then he kind of got signed to this veterans service kind of thing. It's called Operation Encore. And they flew him out to San Francisco to make an EP. So that's coming out first, and then the record that we did a couple of years ago, and we just made another one in March. Now he's down in Savannah, Georgia.
That's when you played drums on?
I played drums on the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in March. We went down to Savannah and recorded in his house. It's like haunted house, very haunted city. And it was
Savannah,
pretty
Georgia?
Wild. Yeah. We started on
There's a lot of haunted stuff.
We started on a full moon and we didn't really realize it, and we finished on the equinox, which is pretty wild.
Very cool.
So we recorded the rain and drinking, getting high, and putting all the atmosphere into it.
Nice.
It was great.
Getting vibey.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a few I've got a lot of recorded material of yours, but let's get another live one from you here. You want to play one?
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to do a new one or something else?
Anything you like, whatever. I love all your stuff. Anything you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Andrew Ryan with us this afternoon. We've also got Lou Nevins in the house, John and Andy from the Hooten Hallers. Brandon's here. Tyler's here. Kind Kurt's here.
Hello.
And
Woo! Hello,
yeah.
Hartsburg.
Hello, Rochport. Hello, Glasgow. All right, stick around. Rosh Shumba and a reggae party coming on at 6 o'clock, but we got another hour and a half or so before that happens. But we'll set the mood right, and you can stick around for some great roots rock and reggae music, okay? In the meantime, we've got one from Andrew Ryan here. What are you going to play, bud?
I'll play an older one. I'll play Lake Effect.
All right, that's a great one, actually. That's off your first record.
Yeah.
All right, once again, Andrew Ryan. People want to find you on the web? They want to get a hold of you? What?
Yeah, I'm on all that stuff.
Okay, Andrew Ryan.
Yeah.
Just go find him.
Sure.
And this is Lake Effect. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
And I was born at the bottom, but dried up mining town. And pain and sorrow, still it lingers to all those who left around. And now a man can easily and get so lost out here. And Lake Effect has got me thinking, what am I doing here? And you're an open, a book that reads, will pay close attention to me. And if I've ever been myself, last night I wasn't it. And all the rain keeps falling at my feet, and the wind blows me away from the people I need. And it's just another day, out in the rain. And the wind blows me away from the people I need. There you go, Mike, take it. Especially and I was under the gun. I went out on the run into the shipyards, lay at sea, the north refineries. And now a man can easily get so lost out here. Lake Effect has got me thinking, and what am I doing here? And you're an open book that reads, will pay close attention to me. And if I've ever been myself, well, last night wasn't it. And all the rain keeps falling at my feet, and the wind blows me away from the people I need. And it's just another day, out in the rain. And the wind blows me away from the people I need. Especially It's just another day. It's just another day out in the rain. And the wind blows me away from the people I need. Especially
All right, Andrew Ryan from his debut release, 2017, a record called Across Currents, and that was the first one of the first songs I ever heard you play. But great stuff, and I love that you actually played it here. So, all right,
Thanks for that.
you're welcome, man. I love it. What you were in Lawrence last night, or where were you?
Yeah,
Lawrence last night.
yeah,
Where were you playing?
Gaslight Gardens.
Cool place.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Outside, inside.
Outside last time. I was there in March. It was inside. Have you guys know the place or not?
We'll be in Lawrence and
For the first time ever, after
first
15
time.
years
Oh, really?
of being a band.
Now that blows my mind. that blows my
Played
mind.
in Serbia,
It's like 2 hours away.
but not in Lawrence, Kansas. And we'll be there next Thursday.
yeah, next Thursday. Really looking forward to
Anybody
that
from Lawrence that's listening, please come to our show because I don't think
one.
anybody else is.
Sorry.
That blows me away. You've never played Lawrence, Kansas in all these years.
Yeah, it's right
true.
down the road.
All right. So anyway, Andrew, last night at the Gaslight Gardens.
Yeah.
What do you got playing? I know you're sticking around home for the most part, doing some
Yeah.
producing, but anything else on the books?
Yeah, I've got a show in Nashville and Birmingham in July. A couple shows.
Cool.
Then September.
What do you hear from Ray?
Ray?
Now, what's his name? Johnny Ray, Joey Ray, whatever. The dude that came up here and played slide with you.
Oh, Jason Ray.
Jason Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Albuquerque right now.
I think you told me that.
Yeah.
And he's kind of not really engaged in the music thing right now.
I think he's taking a break for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll be touring on your own for the most part.
Well, I have a guy that's going to be with me on pedal steel for the Nashville and Birmingham shows.
Cool.
And putting a band together for some local stuff soon. So.
I'd love to see you perform with a band.
Yeah.
There was a band called The Travelers, I think, that you played with for a while.
Yeah. And ironically, I'd be like, I got this gig in Chicago. And they're like, that's too far. and they named it themselves. So I thought this is not going to last very long.
The Travelers. They won't leave town.
Right. It looks good on paper. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that.
All right, cool. All right, Lou Nevins, time for more Fume stuff. Let's do another Fume song.
All right.
And once again, Fumes have a new EP out. Came out in May.
2 new EPs.
Actually, okay, so they one in April, one in May. Too Many Ghosts, I guess, the most recent one. But just right before that, Dear Margaret. And again, Dear Margaret is some cover tunes that were written by
Margaret Gillespie. They're all covers of the same musician.
You already told me the story about Margaret Gillespie, and I think when Stella was here, actually. But for people who aren't familiar, why did you choose to?
I think that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Why did you choose Margaret Gillespie?
I think Stella and I just both really enjoyed her songs. I just randomly saw Margaret Gillespie play at Cafe Berlin 4 or 5 years ago. And it was in January, and there's like 13 people there, and she and her band looked miserable and just bored. But I was like, wow, they're great. So I bought her record the next day, and I'm like, this is great. And I played it for Stella, and Stella's like, this is great.
What's their background? Are they an older band, or are they current? Or obviously they're current, but
Yeah, they opened for Spoon in April at the Blue Note.
at the Blue Note. That's a
Yeah.
big show.
Yeah, that's a big show.
Yeah. And I handed her a CD of the Dear Margaret CD.
Very cool.
Yeah, she looked very confused.
Did she ever? Have you heard anything back since then?
No, I did not expect to.
Well,
but,
that's
you know.
interesting. Maybe one day you will. She'll be like,
Someday down the road, you'll be like, oh, you're that guy?
right? Okay, so we've got, like we said, a couple new EPs. You want to play one off, Dear Margaret? Or is that
I mean,
not...
Stella sings all
okay,
this,
so that's right, obviously, yeah. Okay, so let's do another one. Well, you do whatever you want. I don't care, right? I'm not the boss. Just play a song for us.
Do whatever you want.
I have a song called Do Whatever You Want, but
Oh, well.
we've not practiced that one up in a while. I could play that song I taught you like an hour ago.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's fresh in your mind, right, Andy?
This is a brand new song. It's not been recorded. I literally just taught it to Andy about an hour ago.
I love that's what I love about this show. You never know what you'll hear. So brand new stuff from Lou Nevins and Andy Rehm. I don't know.
I don't even know what
a
the
little
song's
chunk of the
called,
Fumes. Anyway, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, and check it out.
No need to talk about the broken hearted, a story older than you and me. And don't you even get me started about everything that love could be. 'Cause you and I will settle down in a cottage built of gold. And years from now, they'll still talk about a love that was so bold. I'd never claim that love is easy. No two people always see eye to eye. I'm just thinking that if maybe you're into it, we could give it a try. We'll talk about and figure out what we need to do. And years from now, they'll still tell the tale of a love that was so true. What you think, baby? Would that be crazy? Yeah. I hope we get to spend years together. I hope more of them are good than bad. I hope someday we're both old and reminisce about all we've had. 'Cause you and I will settle down in a cottage built of gold. And years from now, they'll still talk about a love that was so. Years from now, they'll still talk about a love that was so. Years from now, they'll still talk about a love that was so bold.
All right. Very cool. Have you named that one yet? No, I mean, it's that new.
Yeah.
All right, I love it. Okay, great stuff from Fumes here. We've got Andy and Lou in the house with us this afternoon. Andy's wearing a couple hats today. He's playing a couple with John as well. So, Johnny, why don't you read that thing, and then maybe you and Andy will play another one for us.
Yeah.
Yep, here it is, man. Do it.
I'd just like to say that KOPN is supported in part by Hit Records, Columbia, Missouri's independent, locally owned record store. Buying, selling, and trading every day. Hit Records is the source for all things music. Located downtown at 10 Hit Street, right next to Ragtag. More information can be found at hitrecords.com or by calling 573-777-WAX. That number again is 573-777-WAXX.
Wow, coolest number. All right, thank you, John. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. That was great. That was good for me.
And thanks to Hit Records for
have you seen their van, the Hit Records van?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, I didn't know they had one.
Yeah,
It's a real thing?
Yeah.
Like, is it like a new thing?
They've had it for at least a year. It's some weird 90s Nissan or Toyota. It's got ground lights.
I was thinking Scooby-Doo or something in my head. But
I think the license plate even says Hot Wax, too.
Did they go for the full wrap? Did they get a wrap job?
No, but it's a very sleek van.
Okay, cool.
What are they doing with it?
They actually go on record buys with it.
Really? That's they bring them back. I guess you need a big van to bring it back, right? Okay. All right, sounds good.
Mystery machine.
Well, that's Kyle and Taylor and I don't know who. Tony's, I guess, still over there. I don't know who, but anyway, great local record shop over there down on Hit Street, right there by the ragtag. So anyway, Hit Records, appreciate the support of the station. And Kyle does a radio show here, 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock every Sunday morning. That would be late Saturday night, mostly for people who are still up. And it's called Mystery Science Radio 3000, and it has been on the air for
long time.
almost 20 years now.
And
and
some good times. And
that is a crazy fun
We've been
show.
in the studio for that several times.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun with those guys. So anyway, okay, John and Andy, play another song for us.
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah, we're going to do another one off of our upcoming album. Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, here we are, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. It's the 4th of June. Hope you're having a good day out there. It's about 5 o'clock, lovely afternoon. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. We'll talk a little bit after this song about what's happening around town. Maybe get down to the river or something and see what's happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's John and Andy, 2/3 of the Hooten Hallers with a new one.
Billy is walking down on Austin, really strutting his stuff. He spies a cat he's never seen before, looking kind of rough. The ugly one screams through the night, sly look on his face. He says his name is Marco. He says he runs this place. He said, I don't like your haircut, I don't like your face. Don't you come around here, don't you walk my way. Oh, there's gonna be a cat scrap, oh, there's gonna be a cat fight all night. Oh, there's gonna be a cat scrap. Time rolls on and old Willie sits upon his old tin throne. The gang's all here, but they're working for him, and he never walks alone. One day the twins and the Calico Kids spotted ragged old Sam. Sam had come in peace, you see. Sam, he had a plan. He said, I have learned from fighting. You see it on my face. Let me work with you, son, to help you run this place. Now there's not always a cat scrap. No, there's not always a cat fight all night. Oh, there's not always a cat scrap. Oh. Years roll on and now old Austin is in a time of peace. There ain't been a scrap in the empty lot since old Willie hit the street. Oh, but the blonde bastard comes strolling in and is ready for a fight. He says he owns this turf now. Someone dies tonight. He said, I don't like your haircut, and I don't like your face. Don't you come around here, don't you walk my way. No. Willie charges, Sam jumps into the fight. Oh, blonde bastard lean back, pops old Sam in the eye. Then from every dark hollow, the neighborhood cats come around. Oh, they circle old Blondie, run him out of town.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, that one's on the top of my list. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Very nice. All right, tell me a little bit about writing and where you're coming up with these songs. I know this stuff was written a little bit
That one was about
back, but
my youngest cat, Cat Williams.
Johnny writes a lot of songs about his cats, by the way. Yeah.
I live down by the business loop next to a appliance repair shop that has a parking lot that's a haven for all the neighborhood cats, and they all gather around there, and I create little stories for them in my mind. And me and Andy came up with that. It's not necessarily a true story, but it's a dramatization featuring real characters.
I like it. All right. Once again, new music from the Hooten Hallers. You're getting to hear it here this afternoon on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Once again, we are leaving downtown Columbia relatively shortly. This is one of the last shows we'll do in this studio, and I'm gonna really take it in. So let's take a breather actually and play a few recorded songs so we can kind of take a break. Take a break. Right? Yeah. And we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about what's happening at Rose tonight, the Blue Note, maybe what's happening down at Cooper's. We'll see if there's anything at the Pierpont store. If you have something that's happening tonight that we are not aware of, you can call us down here and let us know. And once again, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380 if you want to say hi. In the meantime, here's one from Andrew Ryan. Hopefully you're not planning on playing this one, Andrew. I want to play. This one is called Empty House. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. And this is, again, from the new record.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, Andrew Ryan from his newly released album that is called A Tiny Death. This is Empty House. We'll be back with everyone here in a few minutes. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
My thoughts in the morning to the place where I grew up. 'Cause out in the woods is where you'll find me when we were young. 'Cause no one ever leaves the lights on inside this old house. The lattice walls, they still remind me. Does anything really last? Does anything really last? 'Cause it's a hard way to go. Out of control. It's a hard way to go when you're spinning out of control. And this is where tried for several years as you gathered up the tears. I'll never be the one that you adore. Maybe I'll go on home. And yeah, maybe I'll go on home. The southeastern wind is where I like to roam. Maybe I'll just go on home. And there's a darkness in my soul, and there's a weight I just can't control. So if you have something to say, let it be known. I'll never be the one that you adore. St. Francis, what did you do to me? St. Francis, are you kidding me? Depleted and depressed, my God, what a mess. St. Francis, what did you do to me? And there's a darkness in my soul, and there's a weight I just can't control. So if you have something to say, let it be known. I'll never be the one that you adore. And all the stun dust in my veins, between my teeth and in the cellophane. I've been burning up the nights, living against the grain, trying to forget your name. And there's a darkness in my soul, and there's a weight I just can't control. So if you have something to say, let it be known. I'll never be the one that you adore. I'll never be the one that you adore.
It's okay.
KOPN Columbia, your community radio station.
You wear my skin. It's okay if you kill me, as long as you wear my skin. How else will I know where you start and where I end until you wear my skin?
I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna wear your skin. I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna wear your skin. Can't help but look at you and wonder what it's like to be in your beautiful skin.
Peel back my flesh, let the whole world see.
Your every scream is a love song to me. Once we're together, we'll never have to be apart. Once we're together, we'll never have to be apart. Sharing one body, sharing one heart. In my skin.
There's no one else who I'd let wear my skin. There's no one else who I'd let wear my skin. I love you so much that I want you to be inside of my skin.
There's no one else whose skin I'd want to wear. There's no one else whose skin I'd want to wear. I'm only doing this to show you how much I care. I'm gonna wear your skin.
Peel back my flesh, let the whole world see.
Your every scream is a love song to me. Once we're together, we'll never have to be apart. Once we're together, we'll never have to be apart. Sharing one body, sharing one heart. In my skin. In my skin.
2, 3.
Your snake tongue friend. You mean no good to anybody, and your welcome is at an end. Because I know, I already know. I know everything. I know everything. I know it all. Your lies. I know about your bloodlines, and I see through your disguise. I've been to Colorado, felt the dreadful rumbling sound. I've seen the ancient city clouds and miles beneath the ground. ziplock, like sticks and stone. Never care money when you walk alone, like broken bone. Never let us break the dog map of your home. Never let us break the dog map of your house. And never let us break the dog map of your home. God dang. Going down like sticks and stone. Never care money when you walk alone, like broken bone. Never let us break the dog map of your home. Never let us break the dog map of your house. And never let us break the dog map of your home. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Old time, old school Hooten Hallers. I love it. You're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 and a half on the dial. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. Having a blast this afternoon. We got Andrew Ryan here from St. Louis. Lou's in the house. John and Andy are here. Tyler's back hanging out. Brandon's here. In fact, we're going to talk with Brandon a little bit because she's got some new gig, I guess, is what I'll call it, because I didn't realize it, but Brandon's sort of in the wine scene now. And so, first of all, Brandon is Andy's significant other, has been for many, many years, and I guess that's fair to say,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. Right. Anyway, your family is in the wine business in Jamestown, is that correct?
Yeah, so it's St. James, Missouri.
St. James, not Jamestown, St. James.
Yeah. So
where's that at?
It's about an hour and a half south of Columbia.
Okay. Like directly, like toward the lake, or what?
No, it's right down 63.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And it's a winery.
Yeah, so my grandfather started it in 1970. We have a huge kind of wholesale business. We also have a great campus that you can come and visit, do tours, wine tastings. We also have a craft brewery, a big beer garden that you can eat food, hang out, drink beer, wine, whatever you want. Bring your dogs.
It's all made there on the property.
Dog friendly?
Dog friendly
Dog
and
friendly?
kid friendly.
All right.
Yeah.
Never
My
let a
dog
strange
is
dog.
rare.
Out there.
Never let a strange dog walk in your vineyard.
Yeah.
Do let
Absolutely.
All right. So, and the wine and the beer are made there on the premises.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the wine people are different from the beer people, right?
Well, we all kind of blend together. So we've got a head brewer that's primarily in charge of the beer, and then we have an executive winemaker who also helps with certain projects out at the brewery and vice versa, and we all kind of collaborate. I've got a hard cider coming out that's a rosé, and it's actually made with Norton grapes. So we're always kind of doing fun stuff like that.
All right, so how many different types of wine, or is it outrageous? Do you have a whole bunch, or is it just like you have a few sort of...
No, we have several different lines. So we've got a line of fruit wines. We've got a line we're re-releasing this fall. That's called our Explorer series. So these are all estate-grown Missouri varietals that we grow.
You got a nice dark red.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
so
the
that's
Norton, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
It's our state grape, Norton.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try that. I like a nice dark, dry red, and that's a little bit hard to get sometimes in the Midwest, the dry side. But but a good Norton is a good.
Yeah, and ours
Norton.
is award-winning. So.
Really? Okay. So how long have you been involved? Only recently.
Well, recently on the books. since August in some capacity pretty much all of my life.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of grew up around it.
A little bit of unpaid child labor going on as a kid.
All right, don't tell that to the local authorities, right?
Edit that out in post.
But in Hooten Hallers news, they were looking for maybe some beer to drink for an upcoming project that's coming out soon, which is a new music video. So look out for Public House Brewing Company.
Oh, so the beer that you guys will be promoting in the video will be from your brewery.
Yep.
Very cool. I like
Missouri beer for the Missouri boys and girls.
Hell yeah.
That is great. I love it. It's great for the winery and great for them.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So you are involved in marketing and...
so I'm the marketing director, so I do marketing for both the brewery and the winery.
Is there ever live music up there at the
absolutely.
at the winery?
We've got live music going on pretty much every weekend.
Cool.
Out in the gardens.
We'll have to add that to our list of when we tell people what's going on. We'll mention it.
Yeah, and I'd love for y'all to come down, show you around.
We're gonna do it.
Got the inside scoop.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like when they know me when I show up.
Oh yeah.
Are there any plans in the work to come out with like a couple libations, maybe a beer called the Hoot, and then wine, the Holler?
Not at this moment, but that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
I'm just planting seeds, seeing what grows.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I think that's really cool, and it sounds like the winery has sort of recently expanded or kind of gotten more action or something.
We've been growing and growing and growing. So we're in 20 states wholesale right now.
Wow.
So it's a pretty big operation.
That's amazing.
We're the 4th largest in the country.
So bottling and all that stuff, you do it all, and you do it all there.
Yes.
Is there like a factory? I mean, like a manufacturing sort of setup where you do the bottling and you have people that work in that?
Yeah. So we've got the cellar, and then we've also got a high-speed bottling line, and then a high-speed canning line as well.
Damn. All right. Well, okay. St. James Brewery.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the St. James Winery and the Public House Brewing Company.
Yes.
All right. From St. James, Missouri, sponsoring the new Hooten Hallers video. Can you tell us what when will that come out?
Soon.
Oh, the pause was just perfect. Yeah. All right.
So close.
Unplanned.
Unplanned.
All right, it's 5:30. I want more music, so if you want to find out what's going around town, we're going to say really quickly, there's nothing at Rose. The Blue Note has the Rocky Horror Picture Show. What's at Cooper's? Bernie Sisters.
We have the Bernie Sisters.
And River Ghost Review. I think the Bernie Sisters are probably right now. They're probably finishing up sometime soon.
6.
And then River Ghost Review will be from 6 to 9. Tomorrow, John Galbraith and the 3. Awesome stuff always from John. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at Cooper's and Backwater 6 to 9. I don't know much about
And tonight
Backwater.
at
What's the dive bar?
Dive bar is our friend Blake Farmer and the Gardeners, as I like to call them.
Yes, Blake Gardner and the Farmers tonight at the dive bar, and that's always a real fun show. Those guys are great. That's I mean the whole gang, right?
Yeah,
Jordan will be
guys.
jamming the bass
Tucker on
and
the bass,
yeah. Okay, so that's. If you have something else, just
Speaking of John Galbraith,
Yes.
John G3, he plays
Sure.
on both of these EPs.
Is
I
that
put out.
right?
Yes.
I mean, one of my
best.
favorite guitar players around.
best.
Certainly, just
yeah.
super skilled and can
Best.
play all kinds of different styles. Just amazing.
One of the songs on the Dear Margaret EP, Stella really wanted to cover, but I'm very lazy when it comes to covers. I didn't want to learn a complicated guitar part.
Right.
So I just contacted John. He's like, oh, yeah, I got it. Like the next day, he's like, here's your parts. I'm like, this is so complicated. He's like, yeah, whatever.
That sounds so appropriate. Yeah, that's John. Anyway, okay, so him and the band will be at Cooper's tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. That'll be great. So
And if you go right now, 8 o'clock, you can catch Mick Bird at the Pierpont.
At where? At Pierpont Store.
Yeah.
Mick Bird. Anybody know Mick Bird? Lou, you know everybody.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know Mick Bird. Okay, so you don't know everybody.
Stop by when you're with the Coopers.
Everybody except
so much
Everybody said
you
Mick-
knowing
No
everybody.
offense to Mick Bird.
He knows a Nick Bird, perhaps some relation.
Maybe it was just a typo, and it's actually Nick. Probably not.
Contact us, Mick, if you want to be on the show.
Yes, Mick, and we'll make sure more people know you, including Lou. All right, so let's have Andrew play another song. You got another one for us, Andrew?
Yeah, sure, I can do it.
All right, we're gonna get one more from Andrew Ryan here, and then we'll get one from Lou and Andy, and we'll get one last one from John and Andy on the way out. That sound all right? Okay. All right, once around the horn here, we're going to start with Mr. Andrew Ryan. Andrew, thanks again for coming to visit this afternoon. I always love it when you come to town.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And you're heading back to St. Louis tonight?
Yes.
Okay, how's your family?
They're good.
Okay.
They're probably having fun without me.
They're probably listening
Staying
right
up
now
late.
saying, I love that man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe not.
All right, what do you got here?
I'll play another new song called Midwest Kids.
Very good. Andrew Ryan, it's KOPN Columbia, Open Mic Radio, and check it out.
So, darling daughter, when I insist, the Midwest kids are oblivious. And even now, and even then, you've got your mother's fire, it's obvious. You got your mother's fire, it's obvious. And your face says it all, and you pick up when I call. And life will not always be like this. Well, I'm at war with the obvious, 'cause I'm at war with the obvious. So, darling daughter, remember your name, and keep your head up and don't feel shame. 'Cause life will not always be like this. Well, Midwest kids are oblivious. 'Cause Midwest kids are oblivious.
Really nice. Really nice, Andrew. Thank you, man.
That's fantastic.
Very cool. All right, that one's called Midwest Kids. Once again, Andrew Ryan has a new record that is available out there on most streaming platforms, I'm sure. And what if people, your first record or two, you actually you made vinyl.
I have a vinyl record,
dude.
yeah.
I love my Cross Currents vinyl. Yeah,
oh, great.
Yeah. Anyway, so is this record available in physical form, or is this downloadable and all that?
Not yet, just streaming. I'm gonna have some CDs and stuff for this fall.
When you're touring?
Yeah, but
yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah. All right, well, thanks again, man. That was awesome.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, and once again, Andrew Ryan, you can check him out on the web, and easy to find him on out there. He's on wherever. But if you're looking for production, he's been a producer longer than he's been probably performing his own material live. Certainly, you've been producing for a long time, right? Anyway, check him out, and we'll get him back on the air here down the road. All right, Lou and Andy, you got another one for us?
Yeah, sure, we can play another one.
Now the Fumes apparently just, and it's not the Fumes, right? It's just Fumes. Or does it even matter? Okay.
It doesn't
anyway,
really matter, no.
All right, so
my Bandcamp page says The Fumes because they won't let me change it.
Oh, isn't that weird? Yeah, when you want to have it, yeah, you're like, come on, just Fumes. Right. Anyway, well, Fumes seem to be coming out with music pretty much constantly now. So, are you writing a lot? I mean, you must write a lot.
I try to write all the time. Like I feel like I'm not doing my job if I'm not writing. Maybe much to the chagrin of the people I'm playing with, like, why don't we just learn these songs? Like, no, let's learn a new one.
Do you have a routine? Like, are you one of the people that gets up and writes for a half an hour every morning, or you just do it when it comes to you?
I didn't have to go to work, I would, but yes.
Tell me about it.
I do try to get off work and schedule X amount of time, like have a little downtime, and then try to like work on a song.
That's interesting.
At least play music for like an hour, whether I write anything or not. Just play the guitar, sing, just do it. Have that routine.
Yeah. All right. Interesting, because it's amazing how many different artists I've seen and talked to, and everybody has their own way. And I think probably fewer. I think you're probably on the lower end of the curve, the people that actually sit down and sort of plan it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like when I ask that question, it seems like more people say, I just sort of do it when it hits me, or
I also do that.
That as well.
But
yeah. All right.
For my personal health, I think.
Okay.
Just give myself that hour.
Well, you've got a lot of material out there.
Yoga.
What's happening with Sissy Paycheck? We haven't talked about that project.
We have an album that's done. It's about to come out on Tell 'em Tapes.
Very cool. Dismal Niche, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was recorded 3 years ago, something like that.
I feel a trend happening here.
And then we're working on a new album. We have 4 songs, and 4 songs have been recorded. We have 4 more that need to be recorded. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. We're running a little bit tight on time here, so let's get another one from you and Andy. What are you gonna do?
This one is called "Beautiful Dreamer."
All right. Once again, this is Fume.
This is on the new EP, Too Many Ghosts.
Very cool. All right. Once again, Andy Rehm and Lou Nevins, part of Fumes. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Isn't it lovely? Well, isn't it grand? Well, now and forever, in the palm of your hand, apropos of nothing, or apple of my eye, a beautiful dreamer. You must have fallen from the sky. Haven't you seen it? Or haven't you heard? It's painted on clouds and written down in verse. Have you always been so bold? You're taking silver and spinning it into gold. And if you ever feel like you don't have the strength, just know I'll be right by your side. Maybe it's magic or some kind of spell, Well, I'm a little too close, so it's hard to tell. But I love you, so I've got to try. A beautiful dreamer, you must have fallen from the sky. A beautiful dreamer. A beautiful dreamer.
Thank you. Nice. Once again, yeah, new music from Fumes, Lou Nevins, Andy Rehm. Stella Peter's not with us this afternoon, but lots of you always have lots of artists that are sort of guests on your projects.
I feel privileged too.
I know, it's cool. Was Brock playing bass on some of that stuff?
Brock is on the new album. Brock Johnson. Josh Wright is also on this new album.
As opposed to Josh Wrong.
Yes.
No, we're one and the same.
Molly Healy's on here too.
I ran into Molly at Aldi the other day. It was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I'm always cracking up at the Aldi. Right. Mostly about the peanut butter pretzels.
Carrying a box around, you know? Anyway.
Everybody goes.
Okay, so who else on the most recent material?
Travis McFarlane.
Travis, sure, on the keys.
Yep. And then John Galbraith, as I mentioned earlier.
Right.
Tony Zager, the guitar player from Monte Carlo.
Yeah, of course.
Jared Smith, my friend, who's in St. Gnome. He's also in the Columbia Jazz Ensemble. He's a trombone player.
Or trombone.
And he did like some horn arrangements. He got a French horn player and like a flugelhorn. And like
flugelhorn. I love the flugelhorn.
It was actually Andy's suggestion. We recorded a song called Harry, You're Lovely. And he's like, there needs to be French horn on this. And I was like, I bet I know somebody who knows somebody.
Right. I know a guy who knows a guy. All right. All right. Well, I'm excited for all the music. It sounds great.
Yeah. Thank you so much
honestly.
for having me.
Yeah, it's great. And tell Stella that we get her down here next time.
Absolutely. She's never heard that.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
All right. Lou Nevins and Fumes with new music, and check them out on the web. Best way to get a hold of you, I guess, is, as always, easy to find you now, right? And also check out Sissy Paycheck. New stuff coming up from them shortly down the road here, right? Okay, John and Andy, going to do another one for us here?
We'll do another one here.
All right, one more from the Hooten Hallers, or at least 2/3 of them, and then we will hand it over here pretty soon to Mr. Morgan. I'm sorry, Rashumba, of course. And a reggae party coming at you.
Get your dancing shoes on, Mom.
That's right, 6 o'clock until 8, the best in roots rock reggae. And after that, Chris Pourrier and Blues on Broadway. Great stuff all night tonight on KOPN. So stick it here. Keep it here. Do a bump. Right?
Speaking of bumps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got one to do right here, don't we, John?
Well, I'd like to say that on Saturday, July 9th at Stevens Lake Park Amphitheater, Dismal Niche? How do you say that? How do you say that word?
Niche.
Yeah.
Niche. How do we say it?
Nietzsche.
Dismal Niche.
Dismal Nietzsche. That's a good name for a band. Sorry, go on. All right.
As I was saying, Dismal Niche, the We Always Swing Jazz Series and KOPN present New York City jazz duo Anteloper, comprised of trumpeter Jamie Branch and drummer Jason Nazari. This will be the final event in the Dismal Niche Illuminations summer series leading up to the Columbia Experimental Music Festival in November, which will be wild.
Awesome.
More information and tickets can be found at dismalniche.com. That's dismal, Niche, however you wish to pronounce that word.
NIETSCHE.
.com.
Very good.
Thank you. No, I struggled through that one a little bit.
That's right. We weren't giving you much support on that one. We were kind of.
That last one charged me up. This one just sort of deflated.
All right.
That's what bump should do, right?
All right, we've got one more in store for you here. John and Andy are going to play one more for us. Then we are going to hand it over to Ross Shumba and a reggae party coming up at 6. And what do you got going here, John? Andy, what are you going to do?
We're going to do a very old song that we played on the very first time we came to Radio Orbit. Back
Wow, that was like 2007 or 6 or something like that.
probably.
Yeah, it had to be
This is
2007.
one of our first songs.
PC.
And I always thought of it as the unofficial Radio Orbit.
I'm not
theme
going to give it
song.
away, but I know what it is. I can't wait. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Check out the Hooten Hallers.
Well, it hit me this morning like a slap in the face. I think it's high time I left this terrestrial ways. I'm going to outer space. Woo! I'm going to outer space. Well, you can have my money and you can have the keys to my place, because I won't be needing them in outer space. Ooh. Now mama, moonbeam mama with the smile on her face. I said, baby, you're much too pretty for the human race. Let's go to outer space. Woo! Let's go to outer space. Oh, well, she left without saying a word, but the smile on her face seemed to say, hey, baby, I'll meet you up in outer space. Well, strap me in and kiss me goodbye, because I'm never going to see me once I take to the sky. And you will never understand the way that I felt when I looked over and I seen the asteroid belt. You can sit at home singing that same old song. One of these days you'll wake up and realize what you've been missing all along was up in outer space. Yeah, it's up in outer space. I will meet you up there, baby. You just have to name the time and name the place. I think that what you're looking for is in space. One time I'm going to outer space. I sing rhythm and blues.
Ah, yeah.
Oh. Well.
An oldie and still a damn good one. All right, the Hooten Hallers back in the house after, I don't know, it's been a year or so since you've been here.
Yep.
Back on the road very soon. New record coming out very soon. New video, all kinds of happening stuff for you all, and we're super proud of you and super happy for the band. I want to go to Europe one of these days and catch one of those shows over there. That would be so cool to get a gang from Columbia to go fly off to Europe.
Yeah,
and
man. Well, Germany, you spent some time over there.
I did. I spent a lot of time
It's
there.
super cheap and easy to get there. So
Hey, I want
You
to.
should fly us all on your private jet.
yeah, don't you have a private jet?
Not quite yet. Did Jonesy ever come see you in Europe?
He did.
I thought so.
He did.
All right. Shout out to our great old friend Matt
Jonesy.
Jones. Lost him a
Yeah.
few months ago, but they did.
He came and saw
We
us
actually
in
talked
London?
about this, but
In London and somewhere in
And in
South
France.
England, somewhere like Brighton?
Probably
or-
Amsterdam is what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I'm probably geographically messing it up. Maybe Wales.
Right. Anyway,
And
I
in
know
Belgium
he.
as well.
I know he was one of the few guys that actually got over to the
Jonesy showed up to
CEO.
every Hooten
He was
Hallers
as
show.
solid as you could get. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Very dearly missed.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so really happy for you all, though. Tell Kelly we said hello. Hope they're all doing well back there in St. Louis. Ryan and the gang.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Hope she's listening. If not, we'll get a copy of this up on the web, and somebody can check it out if they want to. Okay, Lou, congratulations on the great music. Tell Stella we said hello, and Andrew, congratulations on the new record. And check all these people out. They're fantastic. And if you get a chance to see them live, take the opportunity and make it a good one. Okay. All right. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We are gone next week. We have Big Cat Matt.
Big Cat Matt. Make
And
sure you check that out. Same
Rockabilly
time.
Corner, the best in rockabilly.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, really great stuff from
It's good stuff.
Matt. Old time country, rockabilly, and some little bit of.
He's coming up next.
Yeah, well, he'll be next week.
next week.
I'll be off the air next week. But coming up next, Ross Shumba and a reggae party. So the best in roots rock reggae coming right at you here, KOPN. And we will say goodbye. Come back in a couple weeks on the 18th with Drona. Or Dorona, which is what I call them. My Dorona. Anyway, Kurt, let's get out of here.
All right, brother.
All right.
Oh, that's always nice. Thanks a lot. There you go. That was Open Mic.